Well, just to reiterate what Roy was saying earlier, man, this is just an unprecedented time for the world, right? I see this as a global movement. You're having protests in New Zealand, France, Tulsa, Chicago, LA, New York, all asking for the same thing, justice. It's the first time, I think, in the history of the world that the entire world is asking for the same thing under the guise of Black Lives Matter. So I've been on this campaign for a while, talking about Black lives and Black Wall Street and wanting justice, wanting us to have more access, more equity. So when I opened up the gallery back in September 2018, it was for several different reasons. One, there is no other Black-owned gallery in the state of Oklahoma. Like, where do you go for art, music, and culture if you're part of the hip hop culture? If you're young, you want a nice little vibe, you want to enjoy some art, you want to go to a place where your J's can be appreciated as much as like somebody who would want to have a conversation with you about your resume or CV, right? I wanted to create that space where all of what I had seen traveling the world and living in New York for 10 years, I could like situate. And that became the gallery. And for the young people, it was beautiful because at any given point, they might come, we play chess, they come pick up a book and read, they could co-work in the space. And then at nighttime, you know, we got 2 turntables and a microphone. So it was like, what does it mean for us to have spaces of our own? And then as the gallery started to expand, I started thinking more and more about like, what is it that the city is doing that I want to shift? And there was all of this talk about racial reconciliation. And I thought to myself, wait a minute now. Reconciliation means restoring friendly relations, which presupposes that they were established in the first place. I'm looking at the history of Tulsa like somebody show me where. Let's talk about it even in the context of the United States of America. Show me where we've established friendly relations, right? We're not immigrants. We were forcibly brought over here during the transatlantic slave trade. Now, there are people who would call us immigrants. That seems like a voluntary act to me if you know, but anyway, maybe my definition is wrong. So I don't see us having anything to do with any racial reconciliation, right? But now we can have a conversation about that. So I came up with this language of conciliation, which is about acknowledgement, apology, and reparations. That's the foundation of us establishing friendly relations. So from that, it evolved into a full-on philosophy that I'm calling socio-racial idealism. Socio-racial idealism is a 4-fold philosophy: conciliation, healing, unity, and love. All of it is allowing us to then establish friendly relations. But there's a process by which we get there. And during the healing process, that's really about amplifying the voices of the oppressed.